When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense will go on the attack first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that being there as a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position, so his ability...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
To the air, it's Madsen. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch, it's Daniels. Jumped on top of the pile. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gives it on the option. Hard running there.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Lacey. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Handoff to the lone back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to pass, it's Madsen. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to barrel in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Off the play fake on first down. Got his man in the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking for a crease. It's Baxter. And the Longhorns will keep this drive going.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He's taking the shot. Touchdown, Longhorn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the
nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left side. At the 35, he's loose. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Rebels! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Texas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Reach and fires complete. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
You've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the ground, it's Daniels. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
With the catch, it's Lee. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Madsen. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the running back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ray. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Lee. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to punch it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they've regained the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
To the ground, he's got it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man. It's Lee. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Shows him the stiff arm.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football. Start paying some dividends.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the run, it's Daniels. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Lee. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
All right, defense, that's... We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The give out of the gun. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Rebels are on the move. Back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Oh, made him miss again.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Fafita. Tosses it incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Winston. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
And the Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the air, it's Fafita. Grabbed over the middle, it's Winston. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Wisconsin. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab. It's Lee. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Ray. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Lee. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Turning it on! Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll leave it with him. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Finds him out of the backfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football. And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Makes the grab on the left. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get the W, and with that being win number 6. Looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's